to Detroit and Ford Field as we anticipate a terrific matchup in this one. Hello and welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, home of the Falcons here in Atlanta, Georgia. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Gamecocks have been waiting and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. Fielded in the end zone. It's Marshall. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Through the air, it's Underwood. Pulls it in, it's Haynes. At the 35, he's got room. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Completing a forward pass was much like solving the Rubik's Cube for Michigan a year ago, but now, Jesse, they have the nation's top recruit in Bryce Underwood, and the key is to develop him.
Yes, because he is the future for Michigan. There is no question about it. You just saw just 2 seasons ago, when you've got a quarterback who's dynamic, who's highly recruited and developed, a guy like J.J. McCarthy, the sky's the limit for Michigan. He can win national championships. That's the hope for the Wolverines moving forward.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The DBs will back off a bit. Dances away. Trying to escape and get it himself. They get him on the ground. Didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
The Wolverines have this offense rolling. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Still looking, on the move. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
And I think on that last play, it's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Tight end now in motion. To the air, it's Underwood. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. Caught near the sticks, it's Morgan. Touchdown, Michigan! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
What an exciting way to start this season. This offense had a plan. They knew who they wanted to be, but you had to come out and execute it. And that was a beautiful first drive, creating some momentum, not only for this offense, but for this squad to start the season.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Here comes the heat. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Motion from the wideout. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. And they exploited that soft spot. They get it down to the 35. Now, Lenora Sellers was sensational down the stretch last season when the Gamecocks won 6 of 7 games. Sellers threw 18 touchdowns, only 3 picks. What would you like to see from him, David, for the Gamecocks to become a force in the SEC?
It's not running, Reese. Like, we saw the physicality in the big runs, like, throughout the season, especially against Clemson ending the season last year. But to me, it's the passing game. It's the staying on schedule. It's knowing his answers and making the easy play sometimes. Continue to evolve as a passer with that big, strong body. And you better look out, college football.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Fast, physical, and disruptive. Michigan has a rich and storied history of guys up front who can make life miserable for a quarterback.
Just dudes. I mean, guys that win matchups. Guys that, you know, if it's going to be a pass rush on the outside, one-on-one or a tackle, they can go get him at the defensive end spot. We can mention names, and Hutchinson recently, one of the higher picks in the NFL draft, but always guys that play the same way.
And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Extending the play. Breaks into the open. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
That's the danger as a defense when you play man coverage, is that if the quarterback decides to scramble, there may not be anybody there to make a tackle right away. You obviously want to take care of everything on the back end, and with these receivers, you got to get them locked down. But if you're the D coordinator here, you got to be more selective with your coverage and mix it up, because man coverage against a scrambling quarterback can hurt you.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set. Make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I to a little bit of inaccuracy.
On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. The sweet feet buy a little time. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
You have to understand at home, it's really hard for a head coach to kick a field goal at this juncture after such a long drive. So many first downs. You've gotten right down to the doorstep. 4th down, you want to be able to pay this thing off and punctuate this drive with a touchdown.
And this defense has a chance to make a big stop on 4th and goal from the 4. Snap it to the back. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, South Carolina.
And I love it. This offense making no bones about it. We're going to be aggressive. We get the ball down in the red zone, 4th and goal, Palmer. Stay aggressive. They run the football, and they get the touchdown.
And that's the shocking thing, David, is that on 4th down, they have supreme confidence in this offensive line to win up front, one-on-one, get some push, and then how about the ball carrier just finding his way into the end zone?
And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. To the air, it's Underwood. Finds the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
2nd down coming up. They believe they can run right here. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And that pass is caught at the 25. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. First play of the period, 1st down here. Looking to throw on 1st down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit, and when they get hurried, and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Looking for a man, it's Underwood. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Going for it all. Snags it. He's finally chased out of bounds, but a huge explosive play on the ground.
And that receiver had nobody around. That has got to be embarrassing for the defense. When you let someone that deep downfield go completely uncovered.
And the Wolverines are threatening on 1st and goal. And they can't punch it in with a 1st down run, and the defense has one stop. They'll run play action. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Wolverines. He didn't see anyone open. Said, no problem. I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there before. Been there, done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation. Down by the goal line, I'm getting outside, and I'm taking it in myself.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And and the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Sam Houston was able to come away with the victory, but it was not the type of dominant win we've seen in Huntsville over the years. It's a win, but it honestly lacked any real style points. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Rushes on him. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They're going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic, but we've got fast guys too. And that time, that was a great play call defensively.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Motion from the back. He might want another play. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Looking down the middle. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come-to-Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3-and-out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
So here comes the Michigan offense. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play.
I love fighting for extra yards, and I'm going to encourage every single one of my running backs, receivers, and tight ends to do it. Just not my quarterback. I really got to understand, listen, play's over, get down on the ground, don't take too many of those big shots.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Sends it back in motion. They go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
Well, offensive coordinators put in countless hours every week trying to formate and use different personnel groupings and shifts and motions to give their offense a success on 3rd down. You can tell in this game, this offensive coordinator, he has put in the work this week.
Dropping back, it's Underwood. Got a man, it's Marsh. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down.
And that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
Snagged in the middle, it's Marsh. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Wolverines are on the move. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Moves around to clear up the vision. Yep. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll skip his way out of bounds after a short gain, making sure he doesn't take any unnecessary punishment.
Really nowhere for the quarterback to go that time. I like the idea of letting him try to run with it, but no opportunity to get up the field, so he just kept trying to use the speed going sideways. Defense took everything away, and a good decision by him to save a hit and just get out of bounds.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Wolverines moving quickly to the line. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. On the run, deep down the right side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away. That's one he'd like to have back.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Complete and looking for enough for the 1st down. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll run it. It's Haynes. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
Well, going RPO in that 2nd down, the idea was they were going to have to throw and try to get a big chunk of yards to maybe get the 1st or set up 3rd and short, but no problem because your quarterback's playing smart football right now. He takes off running when no one's there. Now you've given yourself a good chance to convert this 3rd down because of the quarterback's decision-making.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Wolverines trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Quick pass on the jet motion. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. solid perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the gun to give to the back. Got enough for the first. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
And the incomplete pass was just too hot to handle.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They're dealing with a second and long. Bringing the heat. He's got him this time. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
These receivers on these scramble drills are going to have to play with a little bit more urgency because this pass rush is getting after the QB. He was flushed out to the left and wasn't able to complete that throw because of the hit he took.
Oh, they dial up on second and a long way to go. Off the play fake. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Caught close to the marker. It's Harbor. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
He's going to run it. Last thing you need is this guy getting knocked around. Wisely avoids the hit with the slide. This will likely be the last play of the half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. On the run, still looking. At the 20, he's got space. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Bounced off his feet.
Well, the defense may have been caught off guard a little bit on that play. It was second and long. They weren't expecting the run. So now we've got third and manageable, and they've got to be wondering to themselves, is this offense going to try to run the ball again here?
Flips it out to the back. Crosses the 45. quarterback adjusting the pattern. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Scrambling away. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Looking to pass, it's Sellers. He throws back to the left. That could be risky. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Give to the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
The Gamecocks will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Skips away from pressure. Outside the pocket, lets it go. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down. We talk a lot about Michigan building its offense around the running game, but they've always had an effective quarterback who can make plays down the field.
And I think some people hear effective, Reese, and take that as an insult, right? Like, I don't want to hear about my quarterback being effective. I want him to be explosive. I want him to be dynamic. But Michigan doesn't really have those guys most of the time at that quarterback spot. But when they find those good ones, they have great seasons.
Pocket breaking down. Now he'll turn one loose back to the middle. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Here's a heat. Caught over the middle. It's Klein. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. The Wolverines are marching down the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Western Michigan was far from the friendly confines of Kalamazoo, but still managed to scratch out a win. And there was a lot of chatter this week about this group not being ready. Time to check those receipts, if you know what I mean. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Got his man quickly. At the 45 on his way. There he goes. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
They done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
And the Gamecocks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Trying play action. Quickly complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
A third down and short, you know the quarterback absolutely is going to be a part of the run game. The defense was not fooled, flew up, made the tackle, stick that fist in the air, fourth down coming.
Absolutely center cut. Now down 2 touchdowns, 24-10. So they are lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They try to get it outside on the left. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To the air, it's Underwood. Pressure coming. Stands in and takes the hit. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Man, you know, you always look back in games at single plays that turn the tide. And with this defense now trailing by 2 possessions, if they could have just caught the ball and gotten that pick, that potentially changes everything in this game. That was a missed opportunity.
Got it in the middle. It's Morgan. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete, but let's see who the call's on. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. So first down will open up the final period. Looking to throw. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
And they got the completion, but still looking at a third down. The play action fake. Here's the pressure. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. The Wolverines will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Bunch formation for these receivers. He wants to change this route. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Now on the move. Got a little space. Got the first down and more. There he goes to the right. The 20. The 10. Touchdown, Gamecocks. He got a step and just dusted the field.
This QB just has such a feel. He's so good with these design quarterback runs. He's patient. He allows the holes to develop. He puts his foot in the ground. And in the open field, he's as dangerous as any ball carrier in the country.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for the big return there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 28. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Paul, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Quarterback now breaking the field. Catch in the middle, it's McCollum. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Fires to the big fella. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds, a yard short at the 49.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
He's got it at the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Wolverine. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being caught. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out.
And in this situation late, when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal here.
Under fire. The game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Offense changing the play. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. It's complete to the left. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Now the play fake. Under fire. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Great place to start for this offense. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He leaves it with his back. Turning it on. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. After that flag, they spot the ball inside the 20. It's 1st and 10. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Going to the run, it's Marshall. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Got some room into the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. On the move. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
The Gamecocks line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Off play action. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the 1st down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Buys a little time. Here's a throw downfield late. Grabs it inside the 10. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. Use the play fake, now to throw. Still looking. Oh, they're after him. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to throw, it's Sellers. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in, you could tell. They were ready, they were fast, they were physical. They dominated this football game.
Fires to the wideout. Looking for the goal line. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goal post. He's looking to throw. Quarterback moving. Lets it go to the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the fourth quarter. Get your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.